Hello, my name is Penny Lee Deer from Support Our Troops Committee Arts for Vets. I wanted to do the video because I wanted to make sure that what I wrote was clear to you and the importance of the group, and that I really appreciate you giving us the discount. First of all, do you happen to see my shirt? This is actually a piece of fabric, but if you look behind me on the wall, it comes from a piece of art. Acrylic butterfly, monarch butterfly. Okay, so now about Arts for Vets. I'm thinking the title might be We Rise, We Strive, We Thrive. But however, there's a couple other themes I'm reading in this. So we are a group of veterans from all branches: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, National Guard, and Reserves. Currently, we don't have any Space Force, but that doesn't mean we can't. The only requirement to be a member of this group is to be a member of the American Legion. However, it can be anywhere. It does not need to be in Albany, New York. Many of our members are found across our great nation. We have members from 1968, the Vietnam era, all the way to present day. That's a span of 50 years. Dating back when women were separated, such as myself, in the Women's Army Corps, completely did our own training and had our own branch until 1978. We also have a couple of women armed forces from that era. This all stopped in 1978 when everything became equal. We have members from the Vietnam era, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, the First and the Second Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan. We have recently lost a World War II member as well as a Korean War member. It might not be the case, however, some of our members feel unwanted, misunderstood, misfits, a square peg trying to fit us into a round hole. Arts for Vets does not do that. We fit. Everybody is welcome. And they know they're welcome. They feel listened to, heard. We are present for each and every one of them. Many of us have medical conditions, which is widely unexplained from our time in service due to possible exposures. Having to fight with the administration, the VA, and to get recognized sometimes can be very frustrating. We feel like a non-entity many times. Many of us have mental health issues, may suffer from military sexual trauma, from ranks within our wire, is that what we call them, our own superiors, possibly our own folks that are supposed to be fighting with us, unwanted advances, etc. It's running rampant through the military. Of course, we have PTSD from combat and other events, possibly. Some are complex that might go back to our childhood. Witnessing unspeakable acts or actually doing those acts. The new buzzword that they're now using is moral injury. Many of us have anxiety and depression, traumatic brain injury, and learning disabled. This group originated back in January 2016. So we're going to be 10 years old. We have an anniversary coming up in January. The program that we used to go to at the VA 4 days a week, that was our place to be to get healthy, suddenly stopped that year, 10 years ago. Then we said, what are we going to do now? So we sat down, 3 of us, had a cup of coffee, figured out, well, why don't we just continue to meet? And then I happened to stop into the American Legion. They said, you can meet here on Fridays. That's not a problem at all. They did not charge us for anything. Then they saw what we were doing and they said, hey, we've got a win-win for you. We want you to become part of us, support our troops committee. And then we already called ourselves Arts for Vets. And so they give us pretty much everything we need in order to do our programming, which is extensive. Each year we do an annual art show. Most of it has been 2D, like hanging art on the wall, but now we've expanded this year to a number of different things you're going to hear about. We come up with our own program, we come up with our own theme every year, and it changes. This year we actually did drama classes. We hire music therapists. We have art therapist that comes once a month as well. And we've done a number of different horse programming. We actually have an art teacher that comes and gives us techniques to actually do art. We have access to kayaks with a local lake available. A motto is reversing PTSD. So if you go de-stressing through paddling, we're reversing PTSD. Nothing better than going out with your camera, sitting on a lake and just paddling, going to places we would not normally go. Many of us have canes and walkers. To places such as a beaver dam, a turtle sunbathing. A number of us from the group attended a college level course called Dialogues of War, where we learned literature, art, music from the time periods of dating back to the Revolutionary War, Civil War, World War II, and just recently we added the Vietnam era war. Looking at it from the social, economic, the whole thing. Totally different than any other programming that you're going to find someplace else, I can tell you that. Okay, just recently we published our own anthology. A group of 15 women got together for 8 weeks with a professional writer, given prompts every week. So basically we created about 80 prompts, 80 to 100 prompts, writing pieces I should say, and then we had to narrow it down to 100 pages into an anthology. We do plan on doing another one in the fall, and hopefully we might be able to incorporate the song that you are building for us in that next anthology. And if that happens, I'll gladly send you a copy. Many of us have been published in Veterans Voices magazine that goes to every VA hospital that there is in the United States. It's pretty cool when you get the magazine in the mail. That means that you've been published. The neat thing about writing is we get to write down our thoughts. It's a great way to express ourselves and get the pain out of us so that we might be able to open up the door and leave the house for the day. One veteran writes, I like the artistic vibe. I love the people. I love us all coming together. And of course, repeatedly we hear about camaraderie. Of course, I can't say it. Folks coming together for a purpose. We're a team. We're a body of one. We are veterans for the veteran. And we're not blowing smoke. We are. I hear this repeatedly as well. Arts for Vets saved my life. And I can tell you that is the case for me. I happen to be the leader, and that gives me purpose of something to do every day. I basically have a full-time job volunteering with Arts for Vets. And I'm ready to relinquish the baton to somebody else. I'm going to be 70 as well, so it's time for me to stop, do something else. Let's see. It's a great forum for other veterans to have self-expression through the art, any kinds of arts, either whether it's painting, spoken word, writing songs, poems, of course, dance, especially with some kind of musical. This particular person really likes music and likes to jam, so he might bring in harmonicas, drums, and guitar. just to play around with. We feel welcome. This is not always the case elsewhere. Art heals our lesions, another one writes. We fit in. We are a tribe. We're able to come together, laugh at ourselves, work through our pain together. Let's see. I'm glad I'm doing this because I've actually repeated myself a couple of times. One of the things that I've learned working with veterans is there's this learned helplessness that some veterans tend to get. In our group, they might come in like that, but as they become a member of their group, we want to help people who are willing to help themselves. We don't want to hand out, we want to hand up. We are a co-op of sorts. Each one of us picks something that they're interested in or wants to learn, and they share it with others. So it's like train the trainer in the military, but we train each other. We meet every Friday, 10 to 11:30. We have professionals come in, facilitate for us. One of the things we've been doing since COVID is reconnecting America with an organization called Global Roots. And what we do is we paint little tiles, but they become a huge mural that might be 20 by 30 and be mounted on a building someplace across the nation. I had the opportunity to go to Fort Morgan, Colorado, and actually see our 20 tiles posted. It's quite rewarding. See, we work closely with a dog program as well as the kayaking program. Many of the programming that we do are other organizations run by veterans, but we go collectively as a group. One of the things that happens with veterans is too often when we return home, we don't know what to do. We kind of feel moored, like a boat floating and unbalanced. And so we try to provide programming where we kind of rebuild ourselves. So we will survive, we will strive, we are surviving, and we are striving. We are one. We are Arts for Vets. We try to build in wellness programs as well, such as yoga. NIA is kind of a dance program. You can do that right from the chair as well. Learning meditation and tapping, those kind of things. Tai Chi. We do a lot of different things, just bringing education. Some of the medias that we actually use sew paper, make paper mache, acrylic, fabric art, oils, watercolor, dyeing fabric, such as this right here, our scarves. Make our own calendar. We sell them for profit, to make profit. Ceramic, clay, and actually craft kits. And we display them all, show the community what we're doing. We're very proud of what we do. We educate one another. We educate others about veterans, that sometimes there's an ignorance that we want to show them that not everybody is the same kind of veteran that they might see or hear about. We do feel misunderstood. However, we, Arts for Vets, fit like a glove. We rise, overcome, we will survive. We will move forward, find our own path to wellness. We come together, we stand tall again. Thank you so much. Well, that was 14 minutes long. Okay, thanks. I'll upload it to YouTube and send it off to you. Thank you.